Welcome to Fan Made Podcast, the show where we interview some of the most notable names in sports and entertainment who are just fans like me and you. Today I'm interviewing Jay Kosak. You might know from seeing him on social media, might even know him from seeing him outside Yankee Stadium, interviewing fans, part of his digital show, The Bronx Zoo, which is just taken off the past couple seasons. And Jake, so great to have you on, man.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course, man. So yeah, no, let's get right down to it. What got you into sports like baseball, especially like, do you remember the first game you went to, something around that?
Yeah. No, first game I ever went to, I was with my dad and my grandfather. Both my grandfathers actually. I was 4 years old. I had a Yankee jacket on. Like I remember the jacket. It's like white sleeves, Yankee, the hat logo and the bat on
Mhm.
my chest. And I have a picture that I posted on Instagram of that
Oh,
game.
nice.
I believe it was against Cleveland, but it was back in 2000. And I think 2000, 1999. So that was my first game at the stadium. Um, yeah, probably 1999. So yeah, it's this team means more than a game. I love the Yankees, but I love baseball. I wasn't the best baseball player, didn't really have a career in playing baseball, but I always knew I wanted to have a career in at least the business or media side. And um, yeah, it's for those who love the Yankees, there's no really words to describe why. It's a feeling. You're born a Yankee fan. I stand by that. I see by that you're a Yankee fan. So it's
Oh,
like
big time.
it's just it's what you are. It's not just the outcome on the field. It's who you're with. It's what you're doing at the stadium. It's the moments you remember, not necessarily the score. And I just wanted to show that. I wanted to amplify that in a way that hasn't been seen before.
Yeah, no, and you definitely do a great job of that because you get all kinds of, walks of life, like especially like the people you interview and like, even if it's like just a fan outside of Billy's or like, someone who remembers like, games from like way back when, like you get like you just it pretty much summarizes all like that it is. Like it's all Yankee fans, all different, generation, where you're from, who you are, whatever. And with that in mind, since you mentioned like all like you remember everything, like where you are, like it's all part of being a Yankee fan. What's like some of the best memories like you've had, like have you get to see any like any World Series games, playoffs, any like world like records broken, anything like that?
I would say the two games that automatically come to mind. I think it was what 2017, the wild card against uh
Wins?
the Twins with Didi's home
Yeah,
run
with Didi.
inning.
Yep.
That was electric. But the best game I ever saw was Jeter's last game at Yankee Stadium,
Oh, nice.
2014. I was
Yep.
there. Never felt emotion like that at a sports event in my life. I don't think I ever will again. The World Series will be what will come close, and probably that would be more excitement than emotion. But
Right.
um, yeah, no, I've gone to a lot of good games. I was there. Outside the stadium in 2022 for a lot of them. So I wasn't seeing it inside, but I got the energy for Judge's 62 chase the whole year outside. I was there. I think we did 30 games that year, including games in Boston, City Field. I went to Cleveland and I went to Houston. So I traveled that year. That year will always hold a special place in my heart. But the energy this year, just with the team and with the zoo, like the fans are really into it. The off season you kind of see a lull, like there's not no baseball going
Yeah.
on. This past couple weeks, the page has just gone off the rails. Essentially, it's a lot of attention. I think it's because of the team. When the team
Yeah,
does
for
well,
sure.
everyone else does well, and the
Mhm.
excitement's there. People are enjoying it. I think there's a guy that plays in right field named Juan Soto, right?
Yeah, Soto, I
You ever
think.
hear of him? Yeah,
Yeah, I
he,
heard
he's
he's pretty good.
yeah, he's doing a pretty good job. I think people like him a lot. He's very
Yeah,
consistent.
yeah. Hopefully
So
he can stay, longer than
yeah,
just one
hopefully,
year.
I hear he's a free agent. Maybe they'll extend him. I
Yeah,
don't know.
something like that. Yeah, hopefully they can keep him alone. That guy, he's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. He takes a lot of walks. I like it.
Yeah, no, it is good. Yeah, no, it's definitely, and just even though they say like, one player can't really like change the team, but I feel like his style has just resonated on the rest of the lineup, and it's just been
One player can
impressive
change
to
the team.
watch.
You're seeing
Yeah,
it. Look at
yeah,
his
no,
swing.
it's
It's
true.
being
Like,
replicated.
yeah, no, for sure. like you said, like they definitely replicate his style, and it's like I said, I
The
hope
whole team's taking more pitches. The
yeah,
whole team's
exactly.
really
Like they
taking more
weren't doing
pitches. It's
that last
crazy.
year or the year before.
Volpe, I mean,
Yeah,
Judge always took a lot of pitches,
well,
but
yeah,
Volpe
Judge
and
did, but
Rizzo,
Stan's getting a
yeah,
little more patient. It's paying off for him, and
because they're feeling the pressure. Or one through
yeah,
nine, the pressure. Wait till
hmm
Dominguez comes back. They
oh
might
yeah,
intentionally walk the entire lineup.
won't mind that. And when you mentioned like obviously he's doing the zoo, like you get all the fans, like everybody's hyped up, but like what got talk about like how you got started with the zoo, like how did that all get started? How did you like did you just like show up like in front of Billy's like with the mic and just start like did you have to like clear like a few things with anybody, or did you just was as simple as just
So
going
yeah,
out just
look,
talking to fans?
I had an idea. It came to me when I was at work one day, and I said, "Man, that would be fun." And I just started talking to fans outside, and uh, it was always about baseball. No matter what, every part of the conversation links back to the Yankees or being at a Yankee game, whether it be outside on the street or grateful for Billy's for letting us film in there, wherever it may be. Everything has a connection to the Yankees, whether they're just wearing a Yankee hat, right? So, I wanted to pursue my dream in media, and I knew no one was going to give me the chance. I had to make the opportunity for myself, and I'm grateful. It has it, it's people always say like if you want it, you go and get it, and that's 100% true. But it's hard to say like it is hard work because it's a long hours, but it's not hard. I get to do what
Yeah,
I
I know, I
love.
get it.
But like it's hard to say it's so hard work. But there's a lot of stuff that I do behind the scenes to make it happen. Like there's stuff that I wish there was a camera on me for people to see what I've been like. I've slept on benches. I've traveled. I slept on airport floors. Like um when I'm traveling. And thankfully, I have a great support system. My mom, my dad, my siblings, my grandparents, they all support what I do, and I'm very blessed and great friends. My crew, Matt Ricker, Eddie Arnold, Jeff Quist, Eddie Mafia, Sean, Joe, Michael. There's more to name. They're out there with me. It's not just me. People see me, but it's not just me, and I'm
Yeah.
very lucky.
No, no, that's great. And glad you shouted out the rest of your team and your crew. And yeah, no, it's definitely important to have that, and like I said, like it's good to just have, from a simple idea, just, because especially in the New York area, you got so many people just Yankee fans or like, baseball fans in general, like even just from wearing a hat, like you said. You know, my next question, when you're at the like, even though you're outside of games a lot, you do go to a lot of games, and
Yeah.
with that in mind, what's your go-to, food or drink order at Yankee Stadium?
That's a good question. I'm a go-to. I used to be like a hot dog and fries from Nathan's.
Yeah.
I love like like Nathan's hot dog, um,
hmm
and the crinkle cut fries. I love it, but I'm really a chicken bucket guy now.
I was
It's
just about to say that.
just
I
get
was
the
just about to
chicken
ask you a chicken
bucket,
bucket.
and yeah, it's so good. I wish there
Mhm.
was more chicken. I know why there's not.
Thank you. There's more fries than chicken.
Give me like three more pieces of chicken.
Yeah, like there's like
That's
four
all I'm
tenders,
asking
and the
for,
rest of it
and
is
that's a
fries.
fair. It's still a fair deal, but
Yeah, no, it's a great deal, but it's just
it's yeah, I'm a chicken bucket guy through and through. It's the best.
yeah, nah, it is. Definitely. And growing up, being a Yankee fan, New York, like, and obviously you talk about you played baseball as a kid, like, but what was the first Yankee jersey like player you bought, and like who was that? Do you remember? Number two, Derek Jeter, number
The
two.
guy. That was the first
Yeah.
one. I want to say I even remember where I bought it. I think I bought it at Modell's. Remember Modell's
Of course.
back in the day? It's not a store, I don't think
I
anymore, but
wish
I
it was, man. I missed that
it was
place.
great. It was great. Got to go to Moe's, right?
Gotta
Like
go
it
to
it
Moe's.
was great. I loved Modell's. I got it. I think it was at the Modell's in Poughkeepsie.
Mhm.
I don't know where you're from.
Oh,
Um,
Connecticut, but like, New York area. I know Poughkeepsie. I got
Yeah.
family up
There,
by
there was a
there.
there was a Modell's up there, and
Okay.
I think that's where I think I got it there. And then I want to say I got there's a couple I got now. I'm not a guy with the whole don't put the name on the back.
Oh,
If you're
okay.
repping your
Yeah.
team, I mean, I get
Yeah.
it. I understand both sides of the argument.
Yeah, yeah.
If you like the name on no name on the back, that's a tradition. I get it. But sometimes you get a gift from someone who doesn't know,
Of
and I
course.
got I got a mantle jersey as a gift, and it was from my brother-in-law, and I'm like that was so thoughtful. I love this. This is such a nice gift. I'm gonna wear it all the time. I got a Soto jersey for Christmas. It had Soto's name on the back. I'm gonna wear it. Like,
I
I,
got a couple judges with the back names on the back, but the one hack I did notice is when you buy one without the name on the back and that player leaves and another player goes, you have that jersey for free. So like,
yep, yep,
it is a good like little hack right there.
100%.
Yeah, man, and you know, being like going to games, all that, like hypothetically, if you could be at Yankee Stadium, let's just say like World Series Game 7, like and you had a suite, and you could bring like three other people with you to the game. Like who are you bringing? Like it'd be famous, not famous, alive, dead, literally like anybody you could think of.
I'm bringing my dad. I'm bringing my grandpa, and I'm bringing. This is tough. My mom's not the biggest baseball fan in the world, so she'd understand. And same with my sisters. Maybe either my brother-in-law or one of my crew members. Either one of my brother-in-laws or one of my crew members because they've all helped me. So I would have to give them. It'd be cool to watch it with a Yankee and stuff, but at the end of the day, you want to watch it with the people who helped you and supported you.
Of course, man. And yeah, it's definitely, and hypothetically, if that did happen, it like you said, like it would, kind of come full circle. Like, they were there from the beginning and they get to see you, in the top, like, biggest stage of them all, like, kind of having it all pay off at the
Or
end.
one of
And
my sisters. They're not the biggest Yankee fans
but
either, but
they would
now you got
appreciate
me
just
thinking that'd be a tough one
maybe
for that third one.
yeah,
I'd have a little battle going on.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, because I feel like even if they're not baseball fans, they would just appreciate being at the World Series, like just for the fact that it's the World Series.
Yeah, I've
But
asked that
yeah,
question on the zoo a bunch too. Like if you could go to the game with one
yeah,
person,
yeah, no, no,
it's
yeah,
I've
man.
never had to answer it. It's tough.
Yeah, no, it's cool because I've always like had that, hypothetical forever. And then I actually saw you do. I'm like, oh wow, like, it's cool. Like I'm not the only one who,
It's a
asked that
tough
question. Yeah, it's
question.
always a fun little hypothetical to do with
That's
people.
why I ask the questions. That's the I don't
Yeah,
answer them.
yeah, for
They're
sure,
too
man.
hard.
Nah, nah, nah. Yeah, no, but you mentioned, traveling and do it like, for the zoo and whatnot. Like, what's the best, like, other than Yankee Stadium, what's the best, like, city for like, baseball fans that you've been to? Or like it could be
Wrigley
best
Field.
stadium. Wrigley?
Wrigley Field. If you're a baseball fan, go to Wrigley.
Yeah,
It is
man.
so fun. The whole town's like baseball. It's crazy. I mean, I'll give Boston its credit. Boston is cool to
Yeah,
watch
Boston's
games.
cool and it's
It's
got the old timey
historic.
state.
I really liked Arizona. I didn't get to watch the game there, but I've been outside the stadium a bunch. They got a cool atmosphere outside. But yeah, Wrigley Field, if you're a baseball fan, I think we're gonna try and go to the Yankees Cubs this year to do the
Oh,
zoo
nice.
in Wrigleyville. Gotta get to Wrigley.
Cool, cool. Yeah, no, yeah, never been out there, but that's definitely on my bucket list for sure for a while. But
Make it happen. You
yeah,
gotta
no, I'm
go.
gonna make it happen, bro. Yeah, no, but with that in mind, like who's let's just say like against at Yankee Stadium, who's the best player like you've ever like watched live? Like it doesn't even have to be like greatest like just talent wise. Like who's one player like like whenever as soon as he's up or like if he's on the mound, like you have to like sit down and like you can't miss an at bat or
On the
can't miss
team
a
now.
pitch. It could be anybody. It doesn't even have
Yeah,
to.
I
It
mean,
could be
like
on the
I
team
think
now.
I would say like Jeter, Judge, and now Soto have that effect. But like the guy Jeter was my favorite player growing up, like many others. But I would say right now I love Rizzo. I will always be loyal to Anthony Rizzo, no matter what, because it's almost 3 years now. I That kind of shocked me.
Yeah,
I was,
no,
I was like, wow, in July he's been a Yankee 3 years. He's been here a good amount of time now, and
yes, time flies, man.
he plays hard, and I love the way he plays. I love his energy. I think he really is one of the main clubhouse leaders. That interview he did a couple weeks ago, you saw it.
Oh yeah.
It was cool. So it's like I
Yeah,
uh I would say Rizzo gets me in my seat.
sure. And plus, like you like to see him and Judge like have that like bond. Like they're super tight too. They got which is cool to see, especially like since Rizzo's already like even when Judge like first came, like Rizzo was already like a star. Like they've kind of like bonded like almost like as if they've been playing together their whole career. Like
Well, you
it's
look at like Rizzo, Stanton, and Judge, what they've
they're
accomplished
all
a
yeah
decade ago now. Well,
yeah no, it's
Judge came up in
crazy.
2017. Stanton won the MVP in 17.
17, Judge won Rookie of
He
the
was a
Year,
star
17.
by Stanton was a star by 2014.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Rizzo was winning the playoffs in the Cubs in
World
2015. They won
Series
the World Series in
2016,
16.
yeah.
So they've been around and they've had their experience. They're just trying to get it all again. And that's a cool, transition with these younger guys with Volpe and Oswaldo, and they're on the way up. And like you have these guys who have succeeded, and then you have guys who have been on the hunt for a while, like Stroman and Rodon, who have been trying to get to that type of success. And you have a nice mixture of guys who have done really well, guys who are brand new, and guys who are kind of in the middle where they've been pushing along trying to figure it out.
Yeah, no, you definitely have a good, diverse bunch of like different careers and also, yeah, like they seem to gel together too, which is the most important. And add Verdugo in there too, like they definitely have a good bunch of like different vibes like that. And you know, for like my next question is hypothetically, if you could were to talk to somebody like on the Bronx Zoo and they were going to like their first ever Yankee game in their life, like what are some like tips and tricks like you'd recommend to them before heading into the stadium or like
Yeah, no, for sure. I would go to the old field, at least go walk around the
yeah.
bases, do that. Walk around River Avenue and 161st, walk all the way up to Lou Gehrig Plaza, which is by the courthouse. You'll see some of the Yankee Tavern. Um, and then, of course, walk by like the dugout and the shops on River Avenue. And then Billy's before and after.
Yeah,
Billy's
gotta
Sports
go to
Bar is
Phillies.
my favorite, of course. Billy's definitely after. And then go into the stadium, go to Monument Park, go to the museum. You got to get there early, obviously. You
Yeah,
got to go to
exactly. Yeah, no, you're not doing this
Monument
like
Park.
5 minutes before first pitch.
Yeah, no, you gotta get there early. Museum,
Hmm.
try and get a little bit of batting practice. I like to watch the game right above center field, and that those terraces.
Oh
I
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
the
Yep,
whole
yep,
time
yep.
I'm in the bleachers. I like being in the bleachers. Get a game in the bleachers, and then when you leave Yankee Stadium, walk outside gate 6, go talk to that guy with the microphone, call himself the Bronx Zoo, and then go to Billy's Sports Bar again, and that's what you call a perfect game.
No, man, definitely. And anybody Yankee fans listening to this, just follow what my man said. Like, that's the perfect recipe to a great game, right? Great time at the stadium. And Jake, thanks so much for your time today and for all the fun, amazing responses. This is a fun interview. But one last thing before you go, where can people find you? You already said where people can find you outside the stadium. Where can people find you on social media? And what else do we have like in the pipeline for Bronx Zoo?
Yeah, no, so we're doing a lot of events. We're covering a lot of different angles in baseball. We've gone to Puerto Rico. We do stuff with athletes. We've done stuff in the Bronx. We're traveling. We're doing what we can to make it different, bring a new energy to baseball, different than anyone else is doing. I truly believe what we are trying to accomplish is something that hasn't been done before. So we're always trying new things. There's some new show ideas where we will be doing a live show, I believe, at some point. That's the goal. Um, and then whether that be on our own platform, which I believe, or you never know what happens, but um, we would love to get this as big as it can. We'd love to collaborate with people, but you can find for now everything on our own platform. The Bronx Zoo TBZ, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. It's my name, Jake Kozak. And then YouTube, Bronx Zoo.
There you have it. He's Jake Kozak. He's fan made. Thanks, Jake, for joining. Thanks for everybody who's listening. Please follow, like, subscribe on Instagram, YouTube, Fan Made Podcast, and X at Fan Made with LP. And you can also find this on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Thanks everybody listening. Thanks to Jake again, and we'll see you next time.